Okay, so the two players as their home maps in this tournament. J-Skills played Four Lakes and Ludo played Arabia, so unsurprisingly, the two players decided to pick those as their home maps. We got some bands after that, Mountain Ridge, Atacama, and it's going to be Vulpine to kick us off here today. So, Vulpine, seems like a lot of fun. We've got, well, one hybrid-ish map, or I guess a land map with a bit of water on the sides. And the rest are two open land maps, another really open land map, and a third pretty open land map. So it's going to be a lot down to execution. You're going to be doing a lot of the same things here. Just little tweaks that make these maps different from each other. Looking forward to that. So Ludo has got, well, Japanese. He drafted that, but it got banned. And J-Skills here had Dravidians, but that got sniped as well. As far as what's left, I mean, Lithuanians, Mongols, these are very standard civs that you'd expect to see with some scouts. It feels like with the open maps, lots of scouts. Magyars, of course, quite good at that. Portuguese, handy as well. Flexibility with those. Koreans, we know how strong they are. So there will be a lot of fun to be had here. And let's see what game number one brings. Time for the next semi-final here. It will be Ludo and J-Skills. It's going to be Vulpine to kick us off, of course. Said it many times now. This is our map from the latest Red Bull. We play it in random map mode. And it looks like in the middle here, some chickens have snuck inside the wood line. We've got Portuguese and Burgundians. Two civs that are generally okay when games go late. Burgundians, of course, get their Burgundian vineyards, which allow things to go on forever. And then they're happy because they're a bit of a slow civ. You can get eco upgrades early. Portuguese, well, some good upgrades around there. Units are cheaper, and the Fate to rear gives infinite res. That is fun. Ship bonuses won't matter today. Text research faster, that's always nice. And a very wide tech tree. You do get your ARB, you get champions, you get Haub. You don't get Hussar, but your Cav goes okay. Otherwise, of course, it's got that cheaper gold with the Cavalier. You get Bombard Cannon, Siege Engineers. There's a lot here. There's a lot to go right with the Portuguese. And let's see how they can play this out, hey? That's what we want to see. How can they play this game out? Ball coming in now for Ludo, who has been having some fun with the Man-at-Arms during the tournament. And J-Skills, I mean, his home map, he's had a very interesting setup with his Byzantines, usually. It'll be interesting to see how he plays it today, if indeed we get there. So there'll be boars, there'll be chickens on this map to go grab as well. Let's see what they go. We're still in Dark Age here, so lots of time to settle in. Of course, start of this stream today, so get this one done. This will be important as the finals won't be too far away. I'm sure the players that have already qualified will be in discussions about when that will be. So here we go. That next ball coming in, and lovely. J-Skills, a little bit of idle TC time there, but otherwise all is good. It's already got double bit axe as well. Now to the chickens now. Generally you see these chickens taken long distance, I feel like you don't tend to see a mill, especially only 6. It does feel like it's a long distance kind of thing here. Portuguese will also want to mill the berries, as is shown, as you do get wood from your berries with the Portuguese. That will be nice. There's 5 vills out there. I don't mind that as well. Go out a little bit heavier. Get them done quickly, and then you can jump back to your food under the TC. Keeps your TC with a bit of garrison capacity for a bit longer. That seems like a good play as well. We have seen a lot of usage from the mule cart civs on this map, as they can obviously wheel their mule carts around. We don't have access to the 3 new South American civs. Or, I mean, we do have the Inca, which have the settlements, and I imagine the settlements will be quite handy here as well. But I was going to say, no Muisca, Mapuche, or Tupi available for the tournament. So, can't go heavy on the settlements. And in the draft, we did see the Inca get banned. We didn't see either Caucus Civ, either Mule Cart Civ get banned, though. And they're not being played here. Neither got picked. Both players on the way up at very similar times. A little bit of idle time there from Lordo, as he tried to go up on 20 pop. J Skills will go up 19 pop. That feels very scoutish to me. Of course, open map, rocky terrain. I want to get whatever walls they can down. I also think there's a little bit of value in just send out a few vills, see if they can get away. They might be safe. They get to take res. There's no drop-off issues with the foxes. Save on a mining camp, perhaps. Probably not recommended. Maybe you could just do it with the ones that you see close by. Well, okay, he doesn't see that one close by, but maybe that's something that could be considered by the players as well. Take the odd fox. Get that little gold trickle. Especially with, I was going to say, with both of these civs, they do get access to bloodlines, which is 100 gold. So if you are going to play Scout, oh sorry, no, Burgundians don't, but Portuguese get bloodlines. So, potentially, and we're seeing probably not Scouts here, but if we were seeing Scouts from the Portuguese, or from anyone else that plays on this map in the future, going for the foxes to get that gold for bloodlines might be the way to do it if you do want to go pure scouts. Both players now feudal age. We're seeing 3 militia come forward. They're about to be mounted arms, and Woodline is open but has been spotted. And the Flemish militia can come out as well for the Burgundians. In fact, with 31 gold left over, I think he did take a fox. Walls try to come in. Walls don't matter here if there's nothing under the town centre. Doesn't matter if you wall to the town centre. Man-at-Arms are going to get some good value here. And the Flemish militia need to get in. There is an eco kill. And the Man-at-Arms are going to try and run away. Matched with the Flemish militia number now. Scout should go down. Scout does go down. Now you got Man-at-Arms against the Flemish. And the Flemish should go okay here. One of them left over. 1 eco kill. I think that's okay value. Good little way to kick things off for Ludo. And now we're going to see Scouts. We're going to see Scouts from our Burgundian. The stable out the way, really. And it's going to be archers for the Portuguese. Long distance in gold, probably not the way to go about this. Would be nice if Ludo was to find a mining camp, but the 2 archers here have gone out a little bit early. Run into a scout. And there we go. There is that mining camp. There's a spearman in there as well, holding the fort down. Both players kind of just playing this as an open land map. There's not been a lot of use of the map elements here, namely the trade workshop in the middle. Although as we speak, it does appear that J-Skills is taking another fox from somewhere, which I can get around. Of course, the trade workshop is going to provide a heck of a lot of resources. It's just getting there. bit harder. Said before, I would like it if the thickness of this was narrowed to 2 trees instead of 3. It might encourage the more risky play a little bit more. 3 trees, 300 wood to cut through. It's just too long. Especially in Empire Wars, where you're already starting with a bit of a base and some wood lines already. Good clean up there for J Skills. Both players keeping their TCs running in this age. Might be time to fight for Castle Age soon. Still taking the chickens here, J Skills. Quite nice. Managed to keep things alive. He's going to waltz forward with a couple of scouts and a couple of skirms. Up against archers and a spear. Well, the skirms will be happy with that. And Slaughter is going to get some walls up towards the bottom side of his base. But again, you can't fully wall it. There's always going to be that rocky terrain. And a tower's up, and that has taken out a bit of the army. J-Skill's not prepared there. Didn't know it was there. And, well, found out the hard way. Wheelbarrow coming in. Of course, the good thing about the Burgundians here, with that extra bowsaw tech already being in, I think with the changes to the way farms work, I think getting... I've forgotten the name. Bowsaw as early as you can as well. Probably is something worth doing. Of course, it will slow down Castle Age timing spending that res. But whilst he's on the offensive, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, we can see that he has got a great food count and a much better food count than his opponent. He might not know that. Archers want to go forward here. Again, attacking with a very small army. And doesn't go underneath the tower that time. Fletching's in for those archers, and well, those archers aren't here now. Although very heavy on gold. Bit of idle time from the TC at the moment. Seems like he's going to stay heavy on gold and use the market to help his economy out. Might help him click up, but J-Skills will be up first. He's got Wheelbarrow, he's got the extra Bowsaw, and he will be up to the next stage. Good timing advantage here for the Burgundian here in game number 1 on this neutral map. Let's go have a look and see. Are there any plans? Some big walls, which are quite nice. Protects a lot of space, allows for some farming out the back, but then you need to protect the front. Not taking his H-shaped gold forward of his base, taking this one out to the side. What will be the plan, do we think? What's coming up here? It will be a blacksmith, there's double stable and a range already up. With double stable, I feel like there's going to be some cavalier thought about. And there is the armor for the cav. Waldo won't be up much later. Don't mind. We keep an eye out on the archers. Portuguese, as said before. Full tech tree. Well, pretty full tech tree. So potential for crossbows there, but we're going to see infantry armor, perhaps expecting the play from the cavalier play from the Burgundians. Trying to just prepare those spears. Now, where did the archers go? They're here, and the skirms are waiting. Saw Fletching come in. No, Fletching got cancelled in the end. In favour of knight production and making sure cavalier was there, and the +2 armor as well. Time to see. Is there a wall? Is there a hole in the wall? Is there a hole in the wall? The answer feels like a no. Yeah, there's no hole there. Scout. Nope. Stays alive. Knights, double stable, cavalier with +2 armor already in. And a town centre forward. I like that town centre. Taking some space. Scout goes down. Bodkin, we're seeing pikemen, but no crossbow. And there's Cavalier in. These 2 Cavalier will be enough. Yeah, this will be enough to get rid of this, especially with the armor in. They've barely lost any HP there. Burgundians are going to be happy with that. Town Centre already. Town Centre up first, actually, for Ludo. Single skirms. Actually dragging these pikemen out of position here. The Cavalier might be able to run in. Could cause some problems. Check 2 on whether there's a hole anywhere. I don't believe there is on this side. There will be at the top for now, but there's a monk in defense. Elite Skirm now, not fully upgraded for Castle Age, but enough to hurt these pikemen, that is for sure. And yeah, the pikes have to run. Ludo's going to sneak a relic in. All the relics are around the middle. And that's a decent count, a Cavalier now. 7 on the field, 3 more coming. And a conversion. Unfortunately there. Skirms are going to try and take out the monks. They're going for the wrong monk at the moment. And another conversion happens. And that could be enough for Ludo to hold. He gets a Cavalier as well. And he's teching into long swords here with the Portuguese. Teching into longsword. Here we go. The Cavalier want another go. Oh, they're going to engage. There's 10 pikemen in here to only 9 Cavalier. Is it enough? I think it would have been, but only just. The game quietens down. Both players 2 town centers. They're both getting their vills out. Bit of an even game so far. Bit of a stalemate. And oh, look at that. Ludo sneaks another relic. That would be relic number 2 for him. J-Skill's also taken 2, and he's got a 3rd one ready to go. I like it. So J-Skills will have 3 relics with the Burgundians. Maybe a 4th, as this monk has decided to put a relic down. No, he's going to get away. And that one Cavalier there thought about being Portuguese for a bit, but Burgundian friends let him back. And now he's off again. No. So 3 relics to 2 is the way that plays out. Burgundians will be happy, of course. Food comes in from their relics. And then they have the potential to get gold from their farmers once they get a castle down. 2 on stone at the moment, which isn't that heavy for a castle, but it's getting things ready to go. Now, Ludo, on the other hand, is very much thinking about that castle. He's got 8 on stone. I don't see a mining camp, though. So, these guys do have to walk back to the TC. There's no real space for a mining camp. Could put one there, maybe. Bit awkward. This map is awkward for res. The other stone's forward, out of action. Let's see what we've got. 17 Cav. We've seen Bodkin arrow come in now. These Cavalier have got to be very careful. And there is a conversion. There might even be a second conversion in there. There is. And now, this is a big fight. It's a big fight. The pikes are here. The skirms are here now. Monks are trying to convert. They do convert those Cavalier back. This looks like it's going to be enough for J-Skills to get this clean up here. He's got good numbers. The skirms are helping out on the pikes. And he's going to clean up the rest with the Cavalier. He's still got a great army count. He gets to walk forward now into the base. Ludo's going to be in trouble. He's going to need a panic castle that's coming up at the back of his base at the moment. But this is a lot of Cavalier and skirms to support. And this could be a problem. 13 pikes in queue, but it's only out of 2 barracks. That's why that third one has been rushed down. And Cavalier, are they going to be able to deny this castle? I don't think so. There's enough quick walls coming in. Still need a little bit more on top, maybe. But it's going to be enough. Oh, is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. That quick wall got taken down. But no, the castle will go up. And Ludo does have the Vil advantage at the moment. But he's got 1 or 3 pikemen. And there's army all around this base. He's going to struggle to take res here. And J-Skills has just broken the back a little bit there. And he gets to walk all the way forward. And he gets to live in this base now for the next few minutes until, well, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to clear this if you're Ludo. Very hard. Rangers coming down now. The barracks are here. I mean, the skirms. It's actually the skirm numbers, if anything, that's been the addition for J-Skills that's made the difference. Haven't allowed the pikes just to engage. It's going to be hard for the organ guns to get onto the skirms before they get cleaned up by the Cavalier. In this position, with husbandry coming in now, does feel quite good. J-Skills on this hybrid, on this opening neutral map, and this fight's not the best. But if he brings the rest of the cav in, he'll be all right. He'll eventually get that cleanup. The armor could be in for Ludo, but it's not going to matter. It's fully cleaned up, and now look, the monks are here as well for the Burgundians. And he's going to have Imp soon. He's going to be able to click to Imp in a few minutes. Just got to maybe use that market a little bit. And he will be on the way to a 1-0 lead in this best of 5. Trouble now for Ludo is you're constantly taking bad fights. Constantly taking bad fights. You really, really struggle to try and hold on to what you've got and not let it get raided. And then you need to find a clear up somehow. I just don't see how it's going to happen. He's got the Vil count. He's got the Vil count. He doesn't have the worker efficiency, but he's got the Vil count. And the organ guns are going to have to do some seriously good work here on those skirms. Ludo can the J-Skills can click after he drops that from University. Ludo's nowhere near. I think score is deceiving this a little bit. Makes Ludo think he's got more of a chance than he actually does. Ballistics will come in as well, along with iron casting, and ballistics will come in fact. But it feels like in 2.5 minutes here, J-Skills will officially get that 1-0 lead. He's going to have a castle here forward as well. Could add and mix in some Custilier to the mix. But he's just diving a TC now. Like, there's a farmer here. There's a couple of farmers here. They're just working away. They're just like, guys, just get out of the base. We're just trying to farm. Just trying to farm. The untouched Burgundian Eco is going to roll pretty much like this. Castle up. Custilier on the way. Could even add another castle, actually. And there's no counterplay at the moment either. So the game is firmly being played here. Defensive castle. I don't mind it setting up for the long game. 13 on stone. Yeah, this is well set up for J-Skills indeed. Getting some healing in on those monks, and it feels like, let's see what we've got. The rest of the eco upgrades are coming in now as well. He is pumped. He is feeling good. 23 Cavalier on the field. Couple of Custilier as well. They get that little charge attack. Jumping in, and there you go. There he is in. Imp will be in for Ludo in 2 and a bit minutes, but this was like it could be a clean up here. I'm surprised he's actually fighting right now, in fact. But it's still... No, I don't think it's actually enough. I think he's fought a little bit early. He could have waited for these upgrades with this imp timing. I think he's gone a little bit too early there. Ludo perhaps gets a little bit of confidence with that one. Monk unfortunately goes down trying to take those relics back. Just had to wait. J-Skills had him. His opponent needed to dive him at that moment. Could have seen armor and attack come in. And of course Bracer. Should still be okay for him, but that fight was not the way he was hoping. Ludo, he's got 4 TCs back here now, adding a lot more barracks. Should be the cue to see more skirms get trained. This fight might go a little bit better for J-Skills here. There's a couple of skirms here, and there's monks healing as well. Yeah, that's quite nice. Still got good numbers. Ludo will hit him. Those pikemen are not attacking, and that's a problem. And Halberdier on the way. One relic gets back eventually. Blast Furnace now will help. Who's going to convert war? One pikeman changes sides. This monk just wants the relic. No, not going to happen. With this game being played all at this base, we know it's a matter of time. And Paladin has been afforded now. How many ways can you describe the same fights? Struggling here. It's just a lot of halbs coming in. Skirms and Cavalier. J-Skills just needs to find that killer blow. We're seeing Trebs, Rams. Both players think about Trebs at the same time. Still a minute 10 until we see Paladin on the field. The Halbs here are going to get attacked by the Skirms. That's where there's some part of an issue, I guess, for Ludo. Monastery goes down on the front. TC's going to fall here very soon. That's still creating bills. And soon to be fully upgraded are these Paladin. Everything except for Bloodlines will be in. Here we go. Just needs the numbers now. Just needs to find the numbers. And Paladin, they could take out what is here. Not going to be scared of Castle Fire either. And down she goes. Treb down. Paladin can just run around now. They can run around. They can have a whole heap of fun. Ludo's got one army unit on the field. And J-Skills, I feel like this time we've got Rams, Cap Rams pushing through the base. We've got Trebs now on the castle. We've got Paladins under TCs. 4K score difference. It's game one. The two players just want to make sure they get the bugs out of their system. But Paladin in the back. That's going to be very frustrating. And Ludo, you feel, is moments away from tapping out here. J-Skills has done exactly what he would have hoped. Never saw Vineyards come in. But still, the situation looks quite good. I mean, he could arguably start thinking about the button if he really wanted to. Start the infantry armor and make it happen. Trebs and the Rams on the castle. Castle will go down. GG is called. 166 Halb from Ludo there. 78 of the Nightline. Skirms did well. A few organ guns came out as well. But that is the game. J Skills on the board first. And there's Vulpine. It's probably one of the longer Vulpine games that we have seen as well. 59 army high. That was right at the end of the game too. Rest collected. It was even early before the Burgundians started to really take over and get away. And you can see the rest of that there. Time for game number 2. Ludo will get to choose the next map. See what we've got. Ludo needs to get this set underway for him after falling down in game number 1. It's going to be Romans and Way. 2 civs here on Arabia that I think we've got some good little eco bonuses here. Romans, well, everything is 5% faster, which is quite nice. And then for the Way, it's a free vil for every single eco upgrade, which is also quite nice. The Way 1 is probably better in the... Oh, is it better than the long run? I don't know. You tell me. What's better? Getting a villager every eco upgrade, or just having 5%, having everything 5% better all the time? I mean, it's definitely the Romans in Dark Age, but in the mid game. Let's see how they go about it here. One Ville's gonna head out to the boar. Neither player going forward early. Of course, only the Vietnamese and like sort of the Burmese know where the opponents start. But you could always run forward, try and get a lame in. This Arabia generation has got 2 emus to push in. Yes, I'm going to go with those 2 emus are the ones that are for the players. There's nothing else. Patch of 3 emus out there. Bit of a long lure. Now we see Ludo come forwards. What's he going to find? 4-tile stone. Any dockable ponds? Well, not that one, sadly, Finchy. Correct. We are about the water. We'll get into those. We'll get into the 1v1 stuff at the end of this set. Let me tell you, this is very dock. That is almost double dockable. That's like Black Forest ponds. That stuff. And this one's not too bad either, but a bit far out. I can't see anyone going for a fish boom on Arabia here. I'd be very, very surprised. J Skills is going to push in an emu. Ludo's going to pay attention to his opponent's base. He's going to go no deer and, of course, no chickens. It'll be interesting to see the way this plays out. Ludo has been going for these man-at-arms plays. So he did it in the first game. Did it a lot during the group stage. My words escape me. So I imagine we see it again here. Maybe. Going to be a mill. Not completely uncommon when you see 4 on wood. But he's still hovering around the base. Look, he's done a full lap. He's found a house. He's found a mill. Maybe got a glimpse of a villager. Probably not. So he's had a little look around. Knows what he is looking for now. Where to go. Where to target. J-Skill's going to go for the early walls. Perhaps aware that there may be man-at-arms being thought about. We're going to see a deer push here. 17, I expect. Oh, he's going to try and do it on 18 when he's had 4 on wood. I don't think this is going to work here from Ludo. This feels very ambitious. If we highlight the vils and the food that they're holding, it's 30 food. No, he is well short. He is well short. He's going to need more vils. Absolutely. We'll keep a look as to what the vils have got on hand. It's going to be tight. Should be able to do it after this one. There you go. And up he goes. And he can now drop that barracks. He doesn't have the barracks. J-Skills will be up earlier. Idle time he won't be happy with. the way Lordo's done this previously, it's been the 3 vills, long distance gold, twice, and then play skirms. I'm not a big fan, because I still look at this and I think he's pretty much got the wood for a lumber camp right now. And a mining camp right now. But if it works for him, it works for him. He's gonna, oh, not quite. Thankfully backed out of that one early. And now the malicious can start. Attempt a trap, not quite. Deer will come in. J Skills does not see the barracks. He should suspect it, but he hasn't seen it. You can see here from Lordo, he would have been able to drop that mining camp and still be able to get that range up pretty quickly as well. Only the 1 militia at the moment. He's gone up so fast, remember. And that's perhaps going to cause some issues. So, 2 militia. Will they see a man-at-arms upgrades? It's going to be a spearman next. It's going to be a range from the weight. And when they get their eco upgrades, as said, they get vills. Horse, double bit axe is in. A vill is in. Which is handy, because J Skills has some idle time here. Perhaps the nerves are kicking in. Still the 2 militia. I feel like Lordo's just given up on that one. Perhaps realised he was a bit too late to it. J Skills will see the range opening here. And that will be skirms. Most likely. I'd be surprised if the militia get any value from here. And this vill is... no way the militia get value. No way the militia are going to get value. They're going to kill this vill that was going out to wall. That is incredibly fortunate for Lordo. He's just hanging back with 2 militia. Could even take out a spearman here, perhaps. Now, a second attempt with the vill here for J Skills to get these walls up. Scout will eat a big shot there. Scout will go down, in fact. And the remaining militia here won't get much more done. Could trade against a scout, perhaps, or just wait for the spearman to get the job done. Militia walks slower anyway. Down he goes. Now the 2 players get to relax again. Start thinking about their eco. And what their next plan of attack will be. Lordo's prepping the skirms, which will work against the archers of J Skills. So far, so good for our Roman player with a little bit more res collected. Still has more vills because he hasn't got any idle time. So that's quite handy. There'll be a lot about the upgrades and the castle age timing here. It feels like these big walls taking a lot of space, I guess. In terms of the amount of wall pieces and houses, not that many. Nice wood lines being of assistance here. Otherwise, it's quite quiet. It's pretty quiet. Archers come forwards. tapping away on a gate. Taking our time. And out come the skirms now. Wheelbarrow here, because that will also provide another wheelbarrow. Lordo's going to go for the vision. 1 or 2 more vills, and then he should be good to go. $14 farms is a touch on the low side. And wow, J Skills is going to be up first. That didn't look like it was going to be that way. But that is the way of the way. And they find a way. Ludo, Ludo's going to be a little bit disappointed there. That his opponent will be up first. And, well, the key now is going to be, what is the choice? And it looks like it will be the Janbei Riders. Ludo loses his woodline for the time being. Finds another on this little egg wall here. Very different to what J Skills has got open to him, which, well, that's 2 full woodlines of access, and even the neutral emu at the back. So he knows he can't get any damage done. Potentially could think about coming forward, going for a workshop, being aggressive perhaps. J Skills is up, and it sure will be the Janbei Riders. We see Bodkin come in, we're seeing eco upgrades come in, we saw the armor as well there. Uni, Siege Workshop, Scorpion defense is being planned. I like that response. Town Center as well. It's going to be Janbei and also Haiguang. So the odd Chinese knight will find its way into the action as well. Now the Janbei do get a charge attack, which, in my eyes, always feels like it misses. But I'm sure when it hits, it does a lot of damage. J Skills still the 1 TC for now, so this is where the Romans can maybe start to break away a little bit. 2 TCs are running. Oh, there could be an opening here though. Yeah, this feudal age army is going to find its way in. Can't do much with the skirms here, but I'm sure J Skills will consider what this opening means for his castle age units. At the moment, they're just tapping on some walls. There's a bunch of pikemen here. That's a lot of pikemen, given the main unit of choice was Janbei. And, oh boy. Scout actually got the 2 skirms. And now the archers actually get to come in and take out a vill or 2, which is not too bad. Scorpions hold what was here, though. And the Scorpion also holds what was there. Second TC now, you can see that coming up. On the stone. Now the way get access to their Tiger Cab, which is really, really good. Back in again. These cav archers and a couple of knights working away. No ballistics. Is there a uni though? It's triple range and there is a uni out the back, but not enough wood at the moment. And triple TC now. And there you go. Again, with that charge attack that felt like 2 of them hit. Jambay are going to try and take the pikes to then let the Hagwang go in on the Scorps. And of course, it will be the opposite from Ludo's perspective. He's going to want those pikes doing the work on those Hagwang Cav. We're going to see the addition of a monastery now as well. But J-Skills got more rest collected. In fact, his TC idle time hasn't gone up that much lately. 2 TCs to 3 now. Eco, the same. Ludo's been a bit housed. I noticed it at 60 pop. We're seeing it again at 70 pop. And looks like there's another dead Vil there on the wood line. That has to be abandoned again. And the Cav can run around the other side. Check that wood line and check that wood line. And this is the only safe one at the moment. Handcart will provide another villager. And he's in. He's in. There's a gap. Or the palisade goes down. He thought about running deeper, but he gave up on it. Took what he could. Out we go. And counter raid. Oh, counter attack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's paying attention. A little bit faster than we were. Good to see Ludo's controlling his army. Scorp Pike, of course, the Mangonel will be able to hold in defense there from both of those units. We've got even numbers in this fight, and J-Skills is going to take the fight, and I think he's going to get fortunate here. He's going to be able to clean this up. The Jambay are just too strong. The Scorps go down. There's still a lot of cav around. Knight goes down as well. And now, oh, forward castle was being prepared. We missed that. And, uh-oh. Problems are starting here for Ludo. Castle on the hill near his base. Could be some issues as J-Skills behind this wants to go for a 3rd town centre. Rolls that Mangonel forward as well. There is a relic currently in here. These Scorpions can't actually engage with the Mangonel. The Mangonel close by does not allow the engagement. Awaken. Gonna go for the monastery as well now. He's gonna try. He's gonna give it a go, but how quickly can this happen? Oh, hold on a moment. Are there enough Scorps here and enough pikes here? No, the army can just come back. The cavalry can just come back. There's not going to be too much of a problem here. J-Skills will be okay. His castle will get slowed, but not by too much. The Vils won't go down. Vils won't go down. There's a couple of Jambay out the back there. The Vils are okay. It'll go up. Castle goes up. And now the Tiger Cav can be added. Well, when he gets on gold, the Tiger Cav can be added. Can also start thinking about Tunshin as well. Soldiers producing food. That's always nice. Why not? Add to the gimmicks. There was that charge attack there. You can see that shot. It loops a lot more. And another castle. Awkward now. There's pikemen here, but there's still, with the Jambay around the place, and there is that Tiger Cav in there too. You can see that guy. Pikemen just dive and then die. And that will allow the Cav to go in on the Scorps. And if the army's not together, there's going to be problems. J-Skills has got an eco lead now as well. He doesn't have 2 castles on his face. Ludo is getting pressed back a little bit further with every passing minutes. This is going to take out some production as well, which kind of sucks for our Roman. Fourth town center at the back. He's going to try and turtle up. Why wouldn't you? With this amount of range units in the castles here, I'd like to see ballistics be thought about. Still not in. I mean, the work is being done. There's enough good work being done here for J Skills. He's going to be able to take out a lot more. We're seeing the worker efficiency drop as well. We're seeing the vills go idle. I mean, this is starting to fall the same way as game number 1. It feels really, really strong. These units are doing the job, and they're in the hands of a very capable player. This is a really risky TC. I mean, this TC's out in the open, just a long way away. Ballistics now. Finchy's calling the GG, and we know Finchy loves to take his time. He doesn't call games early. And this feels very, very over. No imp timing like there was in the last game. Not yet, anyway. 52 on gold, 22 on food. Probably worth maybe taking a couple more and putting him on food there if he wants to look towards imp. But this is still great. This is still a really, really good spot. With the castles here, as long as he's not surprised by imp from the Romans, which, let's be real, he's not going to. This will be 2-0 at some point. You can see the bills so much going on. You got to think about what's Ludo going to go for here. Game number 3, he's going to start thinking about that perhaps. Start thinking about his way back into this set as a whole. What do you do? Like, he's gone for 2 man-at-arms. The second one just tried to go up too quickly. Didn't even click man-at-arms in the end. Feels like there's a plan there, but he just hasn't really been able to execute it just yet. Hasn't been able to get it rolling. Like, he wants to get on the front foot. You can see it, right? You can see that he wants the front foot, but hasn't been able to, and then has to resort back to these pikes, and they're just going to get shredded in this game. They're eventually going to get shredded. Yeah. There's actually not that many upgrade on the Cav, but with the Cav Archer support here, it's going to be enough. And Ballistics in now, it's going to help as well. J-Skills maybe lost a few too many units under that TC there, but you can see now he is thinking about Imperial Age. That res is starting to look a little bit healthier. Of course, the numbers now, 62 vills to 116. The Rams are being added again, as they were in game number 1, to start clearing up production buildings. This is strong. This player is a very, very strong player here. Tiger Cav are now being added in more numbers in favour, compared to the Hague-1 Cavalry. And they're going to get to spaces where they can maybe even start engaging on pikes like they are now. They are going to engage on the pikes, and they're going to engage on the Scorpions. And it's a cleanup again. All the army goes down for Ludo, and this feels like it should be a tap-out time. Lost the fight in his base. TC could get denied here. Ram's going to go after the next TC. There's Jean Bay, there's Tiger Cav everywhere. The Way have got 62 more vills. Everything falls apart. And the brutality of this civilization continues. And J-Skills will go up 2 games to 0. There you go. A job well done from him, and Ludo gave it a go. Maybe just took a couple of minutes to consider what actually went wrong there. You can see the population slowly going the way of the Way, and the military numbers similar. Just was on the front foot in Castle Age. The map control was there, just harassing vills, playing the game at Ludo's base. It allowed for that eco to roll again and again. Completely untouched eco for J-Skills. Felt like, well, he had that one vill that went down at the start of the game when trying to wall. And he lost another one. Perhaps that was when this castle was going up. But outside of that, the eco back here just completely untouched. And if we if we look at Ludo's perspective here, he sees feudal age buildings. He did get a little look. He did try to go forward, which, to be fair, he did it in the first game. So he did try to go forward there, but there's no hole. And yeah, I mean, that's the mill going up, right? So that vision there for Ludo was the mill going up in Dark Age. So that's how little he got to see inside the base of J Skills. He got to walk around the outside after feudal age. That's all he got to see. Just that. Never even saw that gold getting taken either. So clinical from J Skills. He goes up 2-0. And yeah, all to do for Ludo now. It is Atacama here, the home map of the grand finalists that we already know about, Willix. And it's going to be the choice of Ludo. This was Ludo's second choice, of course. Arabia was his home map during the tournament. He picked that. Malay Malians here. Now, usually from Willix, and when Willix is playing, we see a lot of scouts. I'd be surprised if we see a lot of scouts based on these two sips. Maybe the Malians. Malay, I mean, maybe it'd just be a fake out. There's no real reason not to. Everyone gets scouts. They don't get bloodlines, so maybe not the full-on Willix experience. You could get it from the Malians with bloodlines, of course. But just like, if you want to go that full feudal aggression, you're probably wanting a Civ that gets bloodlines so that you can get bloodlines and add to it. So, J Skills is here with a Malay, and he's going to try and push in some deer. I wonder if this is a deliberate attempt at a double, or it's just the way it is. No, it's just the way it is. I mean, at this elo, it's very hard to do the double. Like, I've tried it. It really just has to line. Like, if it's there and it's ready to go, I'll give it a go. Sometimes it works. I never get the absolute, like, perfect one where the first one gets under the TC and then you kill it and then you wait for the second one to get under the TC perfectly. Never get that. I do get them, but then, like, one will die there and one will die, like, here. And you go, well, that's still better than luring them separately because you save on the time. But, yeah, that's, one to practice. And for Ludo here, he's adding a house. He's already on his second deer as well. Bringing in the Javelina. Of course, the Javelina got their little reskin. And unfortunately for the two players here, they get a food decrease. I don't know where the other one is. Maybe it's already been brought in. They get a food decrease. Oh, yeah, it has. So, that unfortunately means it's only 300 food on these bad boys now. Used to be 340. They used to look the same as a boar. And they would provide the same amount of food as a boar. But now they don't. They got a nice little shake, don't they? Well, I'm not going to see that again. He's going to go chase that Bill down to his death. And as we expect early in this game, going to be a lot of deer luring. Big part about this game, of course, and about this map is which wood line do you take? What wood line do you go for? And Ludo's going to go for the shorter wood line here. Smaller, but quicker to walk to. J Skills has gone out to the middle, where you can kind of wall it up as he sort of has. I would have liked that house to be more there. You could just go house, house, and then walls like this, and then you really just protect, if you're funneling the army into this area, and you won't really get attacked from the front. I don't mind these walls either. It helps in feudal age. Yeah, faraway board trams. It was it back here, right? Past the gold. Yeah. I think the idea is that this map is meant to be open, right? It's meant to be an open map. It's meant to be very difficult to collect your res safely. And, yeah, that's the way. Lumber camp where the house is. Yeah, you could even go there. The trouble is, I don't mind the location if he had house walled a little bit further out, right? And it's also very hard, right? You're trying to do this on Vil 7 a lot of the times, and, what's the right what's the right way to do it, you know? So you can see barracks and a palisade wall as well. But yeah, it's hard. It is hard. I think if I was playing this map, I'd probably consider just taking the stragglers, right? Yeah, it's just it's not the most efficient spot, but is it the safest spot? Is probably the trade-off, right? You may be trading off a bit of efficiency, but if it keeps your vills alive and you can easily just wall around like this and wall like that, you're safe from scouts. Not safe from a tower though, and that's the main thing I'm thinking. Tower and archers, like this doesn't save you from archers just camping themselves there, whereas this house would have. This house forces the archers to go the long way around. But largely okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could take stragglers early until your scout finds the right location, or some sheep find the location. But do you know what? The way Willix has played this, and he's the one, both players going militia, by the way. And it's going to work out. I can see why J-Skills is fighting, because he hasn't clicked Man-at-Arms. I don't know why Ludo's fighting. He should probably be backing away. He should cancel that. And he doesn't, and he gets the Man-at-Arms upgrade, and he loses that Man-at-Arms. Does not get a lot of value from that at all, so he's going to add another one with the Malians here. The way Willix has done it, I think he has just taken a wood line, maybe one like this, and just walled it. Small walled it, towered it if he had to early, just making sure it's completely safe, no questions asked, and then full, so he can focus on the full scouts. That's militia goes down. Ludo's going to keep adding Man-at-Arms here. So he can get some value out of that upgrade that he spent 140 res on. And you can see that wood line, that small wood line, already nearly exhausted. Attacking through the middle, I don't mind it. This is probably the time where you think about that tower. It's probably worth it early. And the Man-at-Arms get in. Hold on a moment. There was an overchop. Overchop happens. And, uh-oh. Problem for J-Skills. Ludo getting some value there. Ludo with some value is going to force the Man-at-Arms out, but I think you just kind of just consider the fight there, to be honest. Worth fighting back. Take some kills. Actually, it doesn't get any kills. There's no eco kills. There's a scout there. And the wall gets in behind. And that is an epic hold. See some Malay scouts as well. Ludo's vibing out. Back at home. And he's going to come forward for that tower now. Is it in range? Is it in sight? It's out of sight. Out of sight. That's what I quite like as well. It goes back to a house there. No issues. Oh, vills are going to be spotted. Vills are in range, and yes, spotted. Unfortunately for Ludo, it's not going right here. Does have the spears. Thankfully, he has the spears. But I think J-Skills is going to try and rush this down. Oh, good little quick walls. He wants to get this tower up, and yeah, wall piece goes up. Spears are there. I think you just maybe even fight those with the vills. And everyone's coming in, wants to deny the tower here. Does J-Skills? Spears are going to do a lot of work. Tower might go up, but tower will go straight back down. Where are the dead vills? Where are the dead vills? No vills are dying yet. Everything else seems to be going down. Scouts go down. Spears go down. Archers here for J-Skills as well. That holds that off. And that's going to force that. That's going to mean this Vil can't actually do what he needs to do. And Tower denied. Tower denied. And J-Skills is the one with the Vil kills after all that. 2 of them down. Boy, oh boy. And this should be a number 3 down. And he holds off without that tower going up. And he can either wall it in. Yeah, he's going to wall it in. Not allow it to be rushed up at any point. Then he can send forward his army. Let's see what we can do. We're seeing big walls here from Ludo. He's going to try and wall to the edge of the map. On the left side, he's obviously got that house wall protecting the top. But out on the right, it is wide open. And of course, J-Skills has played open back at home. He's trying to take a wood line back here as well. But he's going to walk his way round. Question is, can the walls be up in time? Do you force your way through? If he knew that Ludo's got no army, he'd be trying to force his way through here. Bit of idle time though. So he's killed 3 Vils, but he's had the idle time that has not helped. And of course the melee bonus would allow him to get another 2-ish Vils with the time where the TC is not researching the next stage. Archers can try and snipe the Vils here. No fletching though. That will make it harder. And with the skirms, it's alright. Does get a Vil. But these are big scout numbers now. J-Skills is now starting to think about, okay, scouts are the way here. Scouts are the route to a victory. Full scouts if you can. Ludo might need to go down a similar path. He's just going to loop around. Don't hate it. What are the chances the opponent has spent all that on walls? It's low. Can't wall this up in time. And the scouts are going to roam around. The spears are... the skirms are in trouble. Skirms are in a lot of trouble here. There's no spears in defense. No spears here at all. Scouts, Vil will go down here. Quick walls are needed on the wood line. Quick wall, one more quick wall needed. And it doesn't get in yet. It does get in now. Small little safety there for Ludo. He's going to lose another Vil though. And J-Skills starting to think about the final. He's got a great spot. Just needs to capitalize on his strong start again in this match. He's playing the game at Ludo's base. He's forcing all these mega walls. The scouts can get in front. They'll be able to kill the skirms, but they don't. Now they can change. They can trade their time. Do they want to go for the lumber camp? Do they want to go... Oh, sweep from the spearman there. Gets a hit. They can trade their time. Attack the lumber camp. Attack the skirms. Or just die. That also works as well. How's the uptime for the 2 players? It's going to be similar again. Ludo will get there first, but not by much. Actually, no, he won't, because J-Skills will get the faster uptime. Yeah, the faster researching. So he'll be up a minute earlier. And then you can see what he thinks about going for in the Castle Age. But I imagine both players are just going to settle in until it is time for Castle Age. It's going to be another stable. Is it going to be Chonkers? Oh, I hope we see Chonkers. I really want to see Chonkers here. Chonkers to get you into the grand final. How good will that be? He's adding the armor. Oh, he was adding the armor. No, he's given up on the armor. No, get the armor. Come on, we want the elephants. No, it's Bodkin first. Yeah, fine. That's fine. But like, Oh no, Ludo tried to leave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Ludo tried to leave, and now there's no one here to wall up and protect. Oh no, J-Skills will get in. Ludo's just evacuating entirely, by the way. So he's now left the safety. Oh, that's not going to end well. That's not going to end well. Crossbow is in. And before these upgrades, J-Skills will want to fight and try and take as much of this out as he can before Longsword comes in, before any potential elite skirm and squires. He wants to take all this out with the upgrades he's got. That's going to be the hope. The Malians do get good bonuses, free bonus on their infantry armor, which is helping out in defense here. And there's the Chonkers. The first one is on the way, and the armor is on the way now as well. This Vil could also go down to the... Can't go down to the scout, didn't have enough HP. Could go down to the crossbowman. And forward workshop. Well, this is going to have to be a mammoth workshop as, oh boy, Chonkers on the way. Cheaper Malay Chonkers. Here we go. You see these longswords. They've got 4 pierce armor. So they probably win the fight. Siege Workshop gets up, but there's elephants here. And, oh no. Elephants kind of just win. Yeah. The elephant is just going to win. He's too good. Couple of crossbow in support. Vil was fighting there. She goes down. And this guy goes down. And Ludo runs again. He's running again. Workshop won't stay up for that much longer. Pikeman is in, but with the crossbow in support, don't know how much value the pikeman can get. And it's just 4 crossbow as well. They got 5 kills. They're doing their bit. Elephants break through. Forward monastery. I think I saw a monastery coming up somewhere else though. Anyway, monastery's coming up here. And I still think you can fight this. Elephants take the longswords and you let the crossbow try and take the pikes. Both players just the 1 TC for now. But the kills, the KD, all in J-Skill's favor. And he feels like he is on top of the world here. He has played this so well. Double outpost forward now. Really wants that forward vision. Doesn't want surprises. And elephants and rams in support. Good stuff from our Malay player here. Outpost now, trying to make sure he sees everything that he needs to. Look at the elephant spam. Does he see the Vils on stone? Not yet. There's a number of pikes on the way, but there's more elephants. There's just more elephants. And Ludo's in trouble. Score looks bad. Army numbers look awful. Vil numbers are okay, but that's not going to work in the long term. And Ludo taps out. And the GG there. Good luck for the next. J-Skills makes it into the Division C Grand Final. Congratulations to him. A sweep, a 3-0 sweep. A job well done indeed. And he was just a step ahead in every game and then was able to capitalize. No throws here. Did a very nice job indeed. You can see all the stats that were there. The Chonkers for the win. It's not all over for Ludo though. He will play Lakintha in the 3rd place playoff at some point this week. And he has done very well in this tournament so far. But just didn't have it in this matchup, unfortunately. So it'll be J Skills and Willix in the grand final for Division C. And I'll be casting that at some point. There's a chance I go live. They haven't scheduled it yet. But when they do, I'll let people know. And if it's at a nice time, I'll look to do it live.